Hello, everyone. So tonight we're going to have a little bit of a blast from the past. We're going to be playing a little bit of Skred Red. Now, this is a deck that, for want of a better term, is very polarizing. So, it's a mono-red mid-range control deck that tries to emphasize blood moons and hate cards like relics and sweepers and exploit the card's grid, all these snow-covered lands. Different versions play Eternal Scourge in the same slot Boros Reckoner is. Then you see some versions with like Chandra's, Koths, Pias, usually like Storm Breath at the top. We're going one step further with a couple of Worm Coil engines. Card's pretty legit in a lot of matchups, especially if you can get to it on like turn 5 with a Mind Stone. Sideboard, we're a little bit limited with red options, so we're limited to artifacts and red cards. So we have the additional relic, couple Dragon's Claws for burn. Burn's an atrocious matchup either way. Wretched Bombs for things with low mana costs, like sometimes burn, affinity. In fact, sometimes Death Shadow. Molten Rains as a way to hate on additional lands. Anger of the Gods for sweepers, where sweepers are good. Rival Masters as additional threats, usually brought in against control or combo when we're trying to go faster. And our hate cards just don't line up. Roast for bigger creatures like Delve Fatties and sometimes Tarmogoyfs. Then Shattering Sprees for artifact hate like Affinity and Lantern Control. Sometimes Eldrazi Tron. So, deck has a lot of positive attributes and a lot of kind of middling attributes. So it's one of those decks that in order to do well, quite frankly, you do have to get a little bit lucky with your matchups. So hoping for a bit of luck. League ends in 1 day and 4 hours. We have a trophy from playing Death Shadow last time, but this time we're playing Skred. Yeah, thanks, Magic Online, I know. So, back to the deck discussion. Glorybringer versus Stormbreath. Glorybringer helps as being an additional pseudo-removal spell. Stormbreath is better with protection. Thundermaw Hellkite, which would be the third option, helps against like Lingering Souls and Flyers. Pretty easy mulligan. This hand isn't great, but we keep it. Chandra. I think we got a bottom that one. And we get the aforementioned Death Shadow right off the bat. So, good thing we bottomed that Chandra. So, our opponent's got to be a little bit careful with how they approach things here. They take a Skred, which is interesting. Draw PN Kieran, which isn't the best in the world because we're limited on mana at the moment. So, I even upped the mana count by one more copy of a Snow-Covered Mountain. Alright, so it looks like our opponent is either going for... Okay. Sure, you get a Lightning Bolt. And Serum Visions. Really? Relic of Progenitos is a good card. There's some consideration to actually go ahead and activate this right away, because it would prevent them from being able to play a Delphati. Sure. They may still get a Delphati out of the deal here, so only so much we can do, unfortunately. Nope, looks like they were trying to bait us. Clever, clever opponent. So, think we go ahead and pop this relic anyway, looking for a land. Opponent went top too, so that's kind of scary. Exile the graveyard, we get another land. Land and Mindstone both seem pretty good here. We are very limited on resources. We would like to survive until so our opponent really wants whatever cards are on top, so I will grant them that much. So, alright, so they are fetching, so apparently they only wanted the one? Question mark. Looks like they are Esper. Liana the Last Hope. That's an interesting one. Alright, and pass. Alright, so we get another Mind Stone. So I think we just play Mind Stone here. Get us closer to playing Street Wraith, sure. Wormcoil Engine, which Wormcoil Engine's actually not quite as good against our version that's playing cards like. Alright, so there's a decent chance they have Wormcoil. Or they have Path. Go ahead and run it out anyway, force our opponent to have it. Do you have the Path 3? Nope. Maybe? Maybe not. What on earth would you need 5 mana for? Oh, you're gonna cast Street Wraith? Really? Discard Street Wraith, cycle thing. Okay. Alright, so our opponent decided to scoop to a Wormcoil Engine. Huh. So we're up against Esper Spirits. How? Not Esper Spirits. Esper Death Shadow. So we probably want the 4th relic. Probably want the Ratchet Bombs. Probably want the Roasts. What cards do we not want? So, Sweltering Suns does answer Lingering Souls. So maybe we gotta leave in some number of those. Bolts aren't fantastic. So which ones of these cards do we want to see more? I think so. Lingering Souls, we have Ratchet Bombs. If that's even in their arsenal. Another card we might want is Rabble Master. Trying to pressure them. Hard to say exactly how we want to play this matchup. Because only so many of our cards are effective against what they're doing. I think this hand is fine, but we could easily get torpedoed out of the game before we even have a chance to do anything. Okay, so they're shocking themselves because. Pass. Thought Scour. We're going to get a turn 2 Delve Idiot. Well, they got Lingering Souls. Sure. Probably taking Mind Stone here, I would guess. Yep. Alright, well. Yeah, nothing to play for a while, and they have all the cards in the world they could possibly want. Disdainful Stroke, too. Alright. Good to know. Serum Visions. Top and top. Well. Pass. So we've got 4 drops for days. Alright. See what our opponent is definitely going aggressive here. Death Shadow? Yep. Question is how many of them? Just one? Alright, so they're leaving a lot of mana open. Lingering Souls, sure. And we will activate this ability. Look at the top card. Okay. Reckoner would have been a good draw. So what are the odds that they have the removal spell? So play out Pia and Kieran here. Alright. Force our opponent to use their resources if they want to kill this. Alright, that's kind of scary. Glorybringer, huh? Chandra probably doesn't resolve, right? Counter Squall. Yep. Alright. Opponent is... Okay, so they're sitting at 8. How do we play this next turn? Well, that's unfortunate. Inquisition's not even that good against us, which is the annoying part. So 3. No blocks. Alright, now if you don't have a removal spell, you're just dead. So, how do we play this? Gotta play the mountain. So if I play... Well, I could potentially still have Stubborn now here, so... 6 mana, 11 mana... Usually have access to 11 mana. 4, 9... Unfortunately, I think I need 1 more mana. Shoot this, get in for 6, that's not enough. Not playing that Reckoner kinda wrecked us. Huh. Yeah, I think our opponent's got this one, specifically because they had Death Shadow there. Alright, so they're playing counter spells against us. Makes me want to have Molten Rains even more. What cards do we want to cut? 1 Blood Moon on the draw, and maybe a Koth. Specifically as much extra hate as they've got for us. Why did it have to be Death Shadow right off the bat? Ugh. And Esper has some unique tools, although we still haven't seen Path out of them, so it will be interesting if we drop like a Worm Coil, if they can actually answer it. If they're not running Path to Exile, then their removal is like Fatal Push, and that's absolutely horrible against Glorybringer and Worm Coil. So if I would have attacked with, or dropped Glorybringer instead of Chandra, would we have won? Maybe? Hard to say. Alright, here's for a much more competitive hand. Blood Moon, Skred, Skred. Guess we keep this hand. Does force them to answer multiple Blood Moons if we draw a land. Yep. Alright, go ahead and Thoughtseize away, friend. Only 2 Blood Moons in our deck, too, is the funny part. only 2 Blood Moons left in our deck, I should say. Do have a third one in the sideboard. Alright. Roast isn't bad. Gives us an answer to Adele Fatty if they have one. Which, ironically, we haven't seen one of those either. Do need to draw another land. See if our opponent gets a basic here. They do. Serum Visions. Bottom and bottom. Risky play from our opponent. And they get to take our other Blood Moon. Wonderful. I hate Death Shadow. Such a fun deck to play against. Yep. Alright, well, Scrying Sheets at least lets us do something with our mana either way. Does our opponent do here? Lingering Souls? Snapcaster on what? Serum Visions, hopefully? On Thoughtseize. Okay. What does our opponent take here? Okay, Glorybringer, sure. This for snow. Get a land to our hand. Draw another land. And pass. Well, at least we'll get through a land clump here one way or the other. Sure. We'll take a hit from a Snapperoo. Go to 18. What you got? Death Shadow. It's not a nice card. Let's see what we've got here. Goblin Revel Master. So our opponent can see how we choose to do this. Do you have 2 Stubborn Denials? It'd be very annoying if you did. Nope. And pass. Here comes Snapcaster. Go 16. One's got Lingering Souls? Of course they do. Hmm. Sure. I was like, oh no, the last hope. Alright. No blocks. Go to 13. Alright, so Koth. Alright, so let's play Koth. Play around Stubborn Denial. Obviously, our opponent doesn't have a Fatal Push, so. Our opponent choose to react here. Seriously? Good old Orzhov Charm. Alright. That's an annoying card. I see. So what is our game plan here? Sure. So our opponent choose to attack. Okay. So what could I draw from this situation that would be an out? I think either way I have more choice if I have Koth alive. Okay, now we're just getting stupid. So what is our game plan? That's 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I don't know that we actually have a game plan right now. So I can't kill this. I could kill this, get in, but then lose it to Death Shadow. Don't know if there is any play lines that get us around this right now. And pass. I don't know if there's too many draws to get us out of this situation, so maybe our opponent will choose a line here, just going for the kill. So 8, 11, 13, 14. We have to Skred this stupid Street Wraith. And stubborn enough anyway, really? Then what the hell were you playing around? 2, 8. Yeah, that's game. Very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. Death Shadow players ruining Magic since 2017. Alright, well. This hand's a little land heavy, but I think it's fine against most aggro opponents. So. Combo, we're not beating game 1 usually anyway, and. Okay, Blood Crypt tapped, go. And we draw another mountain. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, wonderful. This deck. Oh, Young Pyromancer. Sure. I'm good with the Pyromancer deck. Sweltering Suns. So, we're probably up against a Bedlam Reveler nonsense, I'm guessing. Young Pyromancer, Bedlam Reveler, etc. Okay. Get to take either a Sweltering Suns or a Skred. Which one do you want? I'll take Skred. Man, they really are a black-red. Ooh, okay. Well, that could be fun. Guess you don't want black mana. Whoops. The awkward, I played my Polluted Delta after my opponent plays a Blood Moon. Locking me out of black mana for right now. Alright, oh, I mean, no reason not to play Mind Stone here. And pass. Alright, since we're going to be able to play Worm Coil either way next turn, I think we just pop Mind Stone here. Draw Glory Bringer. Draw another Mind Stone, so 4. Guess we'll play another Mind Stone. Use it to play Glory Bringer. Alright. Okay, another mountain. So the ironic part is, it's very possible a deck like this is already playing Blood Moon. So it's kind of a double-edged sword that they're losing to Blood Moon. Alright, Worm Coil. I mean, my opponent is soldiering on, so I will grant them that much. But I think this is about game. Alright, so we're up against Black Red, Young Pyromancer, so I would guess there's some type of Bedlam Reveler deck slash Young Pyromancer stuff. So I probably want problem is most of my main deck feels pretty good against them anyway. Probably want Ratchet Bombs. Maybe cut a Singleton Sweltering Suns. Cut one Koth of the Hammer. And Blood Moon? Okay, so Blood Moons. It's possible on the draw I just want to cut all the Blood Moons, get all the sweepers in here. 2 Sweltering Suns, 2 Angers. Seems pretty reasonable. See, now Blood Moon did punk them out of that last game, but I think there's a very good chance they're a Blood Moon deck themselves. So 5 lands, Bolt, Relic. Go ahead and keep it, just because probably going to get Thoughtseized anyway. Okay, no, Gonti's Machinations. Alright, so apparently there's some type of Mardu or just mono red burn list, or not mono red, black red burn. I don't know about burn, but maybe Basilisk Collar? Okay. Anybody else have any idea what in blazes is going on over there? Because this is definitely a bizarre deck. Okay, this is life loss, right? Opponent loses 3 life, yeah. So if I drop a Chandra, they can't redirect that to that. Alright, well, I guess this is one way to potentially get a win. After all that, do that, play out that, hold up Relic, and pass. And opponent's stuck on lands. Discarding a Gurmag Angler. To be a relic. So the top card. Here comes a Glory Bringer. Yep. Triggering Machinations. And I will pass being able to crack Relic if necessary. Alright, so our opponent's going to be able to crack some Machinations. But how much do I even care? Another Relic? Sure. Exile the top card. Yeah, we are casting that. And I think next turn we just pretty much... And obviously our opponent gets to trigger Gonti's Machinations here. But next turn, unless they can specifically answer Chandra, they're just dead. Alright, so play that mountain. Emblem Chandra. And scoop incoming. Pretty sure there's no disallow, so play out a relic. Sure. Play out a Mind Stone. When it goes to... Alright, opponent conceded. So even though they could gain 6 life, not really sure what they were trying to do there. Weird, weird, weird deck. So they were Young Pyromancer. Young Pyromancer, blue, black, or not blue, black, red, black, burn maybe? But they had discard spells? I'm confused. Sure. Sand seems fine. So we get to go turn 2 Mind Stone, turn 3 Koth potentially. Unless we have a sweeper. Although, okay, Tron. Would like to see a Blood Moon here. Glory Bringer. Yeah, Glory Bringer looks exactly like a Blood Moon, doesn't it? Might be Eldrazi Tron too. Yep. Wonderful. Alright, so play out a Mind Stone and pass. Still like to see a Blood Moon. Jeez. Thought not. Oh, just another Matter Shaper. Another Koth of the Hammer. I guess we gotta clear up the board, but doesn't feel very good. Reality Smasher? Sure. Hey, yeah. Alright, well, at least we know what we're looking for next couple games. Endbringer? Yep, probably just Reality Smasher. Well, I can really race a Reality Smasher, but we can try. Expedition map, huh? Yeah, if they've got something like Karn here, I think we're pretty well done. Another Reality Smasher. Yeah, I don't know how we're beating that one either, but, I mean, we'll at least give it a go. Relic of Progenitos. Play Relic, crack Relic. What would I even be looking for here, though? Alright, so on to game number 2. So, get these relics out of here. Get these Shattering Sprees in. Get these Roasts in. Get these Rattle Masters in. Get these Molten Rains in. Get these Sweltering Suns out. And what else are we cutting? Probably want Ratchet Bombs for some of their nonsense. Beyond that, Bolt seems like garbage for the most part. Try it like this. So we're looking for Blood Moon or Molten Rain pretty much, or as fast a clock as we can manage. This deck is not particularly fantastic at putting on a clock. So, something to keep in mind when playing Skred Red is there's a lot of matchups where you're just boned. Yeah, I'd like to play first, sure. Shattering Spree, yep, that's a mulligan. Hand is garbage, but we really can't go to 5. No, I don't want Glorybringer. Pass. Basilisk Color, sure. Pien Cure Noir, not really what I'm looking for here. Alright, well, on a positive note, they have a slow as heck start, and we do have an answer to Basilisk Color, fortunately. And Rebel Master is about our fastest clock we can manage. You have Dismember here? Oh, come on. Sure. Okay. Hopefully you don't have a land. Alright, so what do we play here? I think we play Mindstone, Ratchet Bomb. Immediately tick up Ratchet Bomb. So if our opponent wants to use like a Thought Knot or something next turn, they're going to have to give up on their expedition map, which doesn't look like they're willing to do here. Eldrazi Temple. Alright, so can you beat that? Alright. Any type of equipped shenanigans, we blow up Basilisk Collar. So, see if our opponent drew another land. Alright, so this looks like a Thunk. Opponent's got a Thunk Nut here. Or an Endless one, maybe. Yep, Thought Knot, sure. Got to take our PN Cure in the Lar. So neither one of us had a great hand to start with. Opponent is really in the tank here. That's a good one. Actually, what I should do is this and this. Cancel. Alright, do this. And activate that. Okay. And then play this card. And then pass. There goes your Basilisk color. And what you gonna name? What you gonna name? Cough of the Hammer. Oh noes! Got their own Rocket Bomb. So we get to blow up your wastes. And our opponent scoops it up. Alright. So does anything change here in sideboarding? Suns, no. Anger, no. Dragon Claws, no. Relics, no. Lightning Bolts, no. So I guess we submit as is. Hope our opponent doesn't have too busted of a start. So what does this hand do? Opponent mulligan to 6. I think we keep this hand. Keeps their 6, and it's a card on top. Eldrazi Temple, wonderful. Alright. Pass. Mindstone, delightful. So play our own Mindstone. As far as Eldrazi spells, our opponent is off to the races. Two. Okay, they play their own Ratchet Bomb, which is very curious. That's a lot of Ratchet Bombs. Ah. So... Opponent is not completely locked out of colorless mana. Oh well. Two, 3, 4, 5. So this, play our own Ratchet Bomb. Then I guess we really don't want to play so we're really in an awkward spot where we can't play Reckoner with those Ratchet Bombs out. I guess we go ahead and play Pia out here. The intention of double blocking and killing their nonsense. Okay. Opponent's going up to 3 twice. Interesting. 6. All right. So what else should play this turn? Okay, Thought Not Seer. Go ahead and kill that. Get to take either a Boros Reckoner or a Mindstone. All right. And another Blood Moon, huh? Unsurprisingly. So how do I choose target creature or player? Actually, I just think I let the everything go boom. Okay, mana reshaper, sure. Don't know that we're winning this game, but at least we have a chance. Just take the hit off this. Going to 17. 4 or 5. Send another. No, this looks like a walking ballista. Draw another card. Warbringer seems reasonable. So we're going to take 3 to the face here. Oh no, they're going to have to pee and Karen. Interesting. And yep. Molten Rain. Alright, here comes Matter Reshaper. Okay. Expedition map, sure. Power plant. Crack bomb here. Okay. We just searched up power plant. Let's go ahead and take care of that. Another Matter Reshaper, really? Okay. I think the card I really want is Wormcoil. I guess Shattering Spree would be decent. Sure. Been a very weird game. Lose our other Blood Moon. Okay. Cough of the Hammer Time. Does make me question what that other card in our opponent's hand is, though. Perhaps it is Karn? Alright, so they're going to tick up to 4. Alright, there goes number 4. There goes Koth. There goes... Seriously? Sure. Yeah, it's a good card, right? Reality Smasher? Yeah, that's pretty well game. And... man. Alright, that was a little bit rough. Tron doing Tron things since 2000, or whatever it is. Alright. Skred doing Skred things since Modern was formed, I guess. Win a die roll, that'd be nice. Yeah, I think we keep this hand. Got some early interaction, got a cantrip, got a hate card if they're on that kind of strategy. Turn 1, Godless Shrine. Maybe tokens or something along those lines? Godless Shrine is a very curious opening. Oh. Sure. Eldrazi and taxes. Think you keep tapping the wrong one there, champ. Sure. You want Sweltering Suns, or Skred? Sweltering Suns. Good choice. Alright, so fortunately we don't have that many creatures ourselves for this matchup. Play another relic and pass. It's not that this particularly matters because they don't have. I mean, they might have like Lingering Souls as a way to like play to the graveyard pretty much. Thought Not Seer would be pretty annoying here. Oh, they're just black-white Eldrazi. Okay, cool. So we may as well pop one of our own relics here. Mountain. Alright. Next turn we can theoretically land Chandra, though it is kind of risky. This Lingering Souls. Of course it's Lingering Souls. Got Souls. Explains why our opponent was so... Okay, another Sweltering Suns on top of our deck, sure. Get rid of your souls. Alright, so... Can go ahead and sort of one-for-one them here. We still have Relic in play. Alright. Tide Hollow Sculler. That's not a nice card. Alright, so they're going to get Mutavaulty on us. That's fine. Next turn we untap. Alright, so we drew a Skred anyway. So 1. Play a Chandra. Chandra, kill your Sculler. Get our thing back. Exile your Sculler and pass. These grindy mid-range decks aren't the worst. Eldrazi Tron's just rough because they go over the top. Bravo, opponent, bravo. Almost feel bad, but after getting pounded by well, they're gonna fire up their Mutavault anyway. Okay. So be it. Going after Chandra, I'm presuming? Yeah, you know I'm obliged to kill this, right? Alright, so we draw another land. So So we can pseudo scry here. Well, that's an unfortunate one. So cast. Get our card back. Play that. So we exile here. And pass. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have like a reality smasher here. Because we clearly did not want to get rid of that glory bringer. Alright, so didn't they just play this Mutavault? Yeah, that's not going to work out the way you want it to, friend. Yeah. Whoopsie. Wasteland Strangler. With nothing to target. Alright, so let's get rid of that. So 6, access to 8 mana. Play this here Glory Bringer. Exert. Killing your Strangler. Holding up many different cards here. Interesting. This Lingering Souls plus Flashback does look that way. Yep. Admittedly, this one's going to be hard to deal with. Alright, we get a land. Another Glory Bringer. So we'll start by exiling the top card. Ooh, hoo hoo hoo. Opponent is now locked out from playing spells, and we can keep Chandra alive. Barely. Kill one. Chandra stays alive. Oh dear. So it's unlikely we'll want to play whatever comes off the top of our deck, but you know. Alright, so we shall attack that. Use that. Deal our opponent a lot of damage. And Scoopy Scoopy. Yep. Alright, so we're up against black-white Eldrazi's. So Anger of the Gods feels probably pretty good. Relic is actually kind of well, Relic is to be considered. We'll see. Goes there. Ratchet Bombs, maybe. Roasts, probably. Cards do we not want in this matchup? So, Relic can deal with one side of Lingering Souls, which can be a problem, but I don't know that's necessarily a card we want. Roasts deal with Thought Knots, most of the ground pounders. It's kind of a necessary evil. Suppose we should bring in Ratchet Bombs, potentially. Molten Marines are a consideration too. Chat, any ideas what we feel about here? I'm guessing I want to shave one Blood Moon on the draw. And then Ratchet Bombs, maybe, but I think we'll leave them out for now. Try it like this. Definitely want the extra sweepers against all their nonsense. Alright, this hand seems fine. Because they've got a lot of discard with Tide Hollow Scullers and other nonsense. Alright, Koth. So we'll lead on that. The Sculler time. Looks like it. Nope, Thoughtseize. Okay. Take whatever you wish. Probably Mind Stone would be my guess. Maybe they have a second discard spell the way they're attacking things. Yeah, I think Mind Stone would be the best take. Nope, Koth. Okay. Yep, looks like another follow-up. Surgical Extracting Koth. Yeah? Okay, sure. Don't know how I feel about that particular play, but to ever float your boat. Surgical Extraction doesn't make a lot of sense in this matchup from my opponent's side. I mean, I guess it does get to, you do get to see what cards I board in, but I mean, meh. Lingering Souls, probably. Yep. Will end up being the card that beats us, won't it? Alright, here comes Spirits. Okay, 4 mana. Flashback Souls. Not terribly surprising here. Go ahead and bolt one of them. Doesn't feel great, but alright, here comes Reckoner. So it's probably just gonna die to something, but whatever. Yeah, we have exiled cards that can Strangler this, possibly.
Yep, looks like Wasteland Strangler. Because, you know. Guess that is one reason to bring in Surgical Extraction, but the card just still feels purely awful. We're gonna fire up Mutavault, huh? So I'm gonna hit for 5 here. Love to see one of my sweepers. Crack a Mindstone. Another Boros Reckoner. Alright, we're just going to throw that out there and pass. Have to exile. Okay, sure. There comes Mutavault. Take care of the Mutavault. I don't like Surgical Extraction. I mean, yeah, it does limit some of our outs, but still, it just feels like garbage. I mean, is that how bad the matchup is, that you're willing to surgically extract things? Well, Glorybringer is a card. So 1, 2. I mean, I guess I can kill. Play this. I mean, if they have path, they have path. We're pretty well dead anyway. Doesn't feel like they do. So kill that. Alright, Ghost Quarters, whatever. Alright, so see what I see on top. Alright. Okay. Attack this. Cast Sweltering Suns and pass. We're going to have another Lingering Souls. Be very nice of them if they did. Yep. Well, it's been sitting on another Lingering Souls this whole bloody time. Alright, well, we get to buy ourselves a couple of turns here. Kill one of you guys. You block? Probably not. See what our opponent chooses to. Now let's go and start to combat. Alright, well. Need to draw something else to stay alive for one more turn. That's something else. Given the ability to fling something. Alright. Hopefully you didn't draw yet another Lingering Souls. Doesn't look like it. Alright. And pass. Got anything? Woo! Well, as far as that matchup goes, I mean, I don't know what my opponent's choices were, but I don't like bringing in Surgical Extraction. Not against a fair mid-range. I mean, unless you're trying to hit, like, discard spell into Blood Moon. Just doesn't feel like that's a winning line. Anybody else have any thoughts on it? Well, thank you for everybody that is tuning in this evening. We are playing some Skred Red tonight. One more match. This match will go up on our YouTube channel, which link is down below the stream. We have a lot of content on there. We did a standard farewell tour of sorts, and then before that we were doing a Blood Moon series, trying to figure out what the best Blood Moon deck in Modern was, and before that you can see my PPTQ Modern prep for the summer, which included Skred Red, Brant Eldrazi, and Naya and Boros Burn. Beyond that, I'm open to quite a bit of content. Have not gotten into Legacy yet. I do play Modern and Standard quite a bit. Starting next Monday, Ixalan will be out on Magic Online, so we will be doing quite a bit of drafts and getting to know the Standard format. Between now and then, whenever the stream goes live, I'll probably do a little bit of Modern content. I'm usually willing to look at other people's decks if they're fairly reasonable and play them. I've played Black-White Zombies of somebody's. I've played Grixis Control Standard of somebody's. I've played somebody's All-in Red list for Modern. So I'm pretty flexible with trying to help people and brewers out. So beyond that, just sit back and have some fun. Feel free to chat. If you're here because you're a Skred fan, always feel free to comment on this build. A lot of lists play Eternal Scourge in the slot that I have Boros Reckoner. I found that Boros Reckoner is a major pain in the side for decks like Death Shadow and Tarmogoyfs. If the opponent can't answer it, which, I mean, honestly, let's be honest, a lot of those decks can, but Boros Reckoner just sits there and either threatens to dome them when it blocks, or just brick walls the big idiots that can be a problem for a mono red control-ish deck. Hey, we're actually in the play. So, Relic, double Skred. Yeah, seems like a reasonable keep. So, we're up against Bob Acius. Sounds like a very interesting name. Alright, turn one, Relic, go. Burn. Yuck. Maybe not. Okay. So we're likely going to pop Relic and end of turn to... Oh, okay. I honestly have no idea what this would be. Unless it is... Red-White Prison, maybe? Alright. So... that this does much against our particular opponent, looks like, but, you know, whatevs. Chalice on one. Nope. This does look like it is red-white prison, though, so... Interesting. Very interesting. So what is our strategy against the pseudo-mirror match? Okay. This isn't red-white prison? Because red-white prison would definitely not be playing Path to Exile here. So... Anybody have any idea what this is? Yeah, it could very easily be red-white prison still, but most of their lists don't play Path to Exile in particular. Hopefully you don't have another path here. Could just be Jeskai Control or something that's stuck on lands. Alright, so what kind of an educated guess can we make from seeing those cards? Opponent scooped a Blood Moon, played Lightning Helix, and Path to Exile. My money is on, just from those particular cards, I was initially saying red-white prison, but red-white prison would not play Path to Exile. So I'm leaning towards a Jeskai deck. So against a Jeskai deck, we would want Relic, Molten Rains. We would not want Sweltering Suns. So, okay. Rabble Masters makes some sense, but what would I cut for them? Actually, Rabble Master isn't too great because, well, they're going to have a lot of bolts and Lightning Helixes, so Rabble Master's kind of, eh? Maybe we just submit like this. I mean, like I said, we're making an important assumption that they are on Jeskai. So this particular configuration could go completely wrong if they're not. Yeah, I think we'll keep this hand. I mean, we are a land short of what I'd like, but Relic can help us get there. So, yep, looks like they're Jeskai. They're going to fetch basics whenever they can. Very interesting for Jeskai to keep a blue mana-less hand, though. Actually, I should say quite risky. Opponent with another Serum Visions. Going, oh, and they're stuck on lands. Well, so they did bottom top, which leads me to believe they will have a land upcoming.
This is where I would love to land Blood Moon. Obviously, we don't have that, so do I go after their basic or their... I think I still go after their Colonnade here. And pass. They draw another land. Nope, another Serum Visions. Top and bottom. So 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and play out Koth here. So there is some consideration to... Guess we'll go ahead and... If we want to path this, I'm perfectly fine with that. So I could have taken this opportunity to land Blood Moon, but I'm more interested in Koth. Because they have to find a way to pressure Koth. And their deck is not well equipped with that outside of burn. So they're probably going to have to get like red mana here and Bolt Koth. Alright. So we're going to 10. Geist of St. Twaft. He's feeling geisty. So how do I want to approach this? Geist is annoying. So, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I could, at the cost of my Koth, I can deploy everything in my hand. 1, 2, 3. Can do this. Do this. Drop my opponent to 6, because they're not going to block with that. And then play Blood Moon. So opponent's going to have to path here. Which means we're going to be able to get another card. So they're going to be able to kill Koth. Which I will admit is annoying. Alright.
Another Blood Moon. Alright, so go ahead and pop this Mind Stone. See what we find. Another mountain. Not precisely what we're going for here, but it will have to do, donkey. It will have to do. Another Path to Exile? Alright, well. This is extremely annoying. Again, Kieran Alar seems like a good one. Alright, well, let us start by exiling another card from your graveyard. And then again, Kieran Alar. Tension is very palpable here. Serum Visions. Top. What is this? Lightning Helix, huh? Start by activating Relic. Find another Relic. Yeah, let this resolve. So if you want to attack with your Geist, still going to cost you your Geist. They choose not to. And another land. Just what we wanted. We should probably hack this again. Just because there's so much in our deck that... Okay, Chandra is sort of positive. Alright. Does she exile here? Okay, a mountain. Huh. Path to exile? No.
Electrolyze? Why wouldn't you just electrolyze before attacking? Oh. Sure. Time to go fetch another island. I'm not sure what we could find here. Alright, Glorybringer fine. Not great, but it's fun. Depends on how our opponent chooses to... Alright, well, they don't have a burn spell in their hand, so... Alright. How is that possible? A stack. So you can actually... Alright, well, see if you have an answer to this. Alright, looks like that's game. Nope. Spell Quiller. Oh, how cute. Whoopsie! There was ever a point in time where the sound effect from Mortal Kombat was more appropriate. How'd you go 3 and 2? Whoopsie. Oh, sometimes magic, sometimes. Oh, feels bad. Alright, so 3 and 2 is Skred. What can I say about this particular version of it? So, I played 3 or 4 different versions of Skred now. This has probably been the most balanced version in terms of like sideboard and such. Played versions with like 4 Dragon's Claw on the sideboard. Played versions with like Chandra Flamecaller. How did that happen? Because I think our opponent cast it after... Yeah, he cast it after blockers were declared. So... Punt? We would have gone to 4... and then drawn Wormcoil Engine. So there's a good chance we would have won anyway without the punt. Unless he had... because if he had 2 burn spells, he just would have killed... He had 2 burn spell. No, I guess he didn't. Yeah, if he had 2 burn spells, he could have just killed the Glorybringer. I don't know about perfect, but it just kind of describes Skred. I mean, Skred is such an oddball deck. It's like you have to run into matchups where your hate cards are good, or you can overpower them or outgrind them. So theoretically, your good matchups are like aggro decks, 3-color slow mid-range decks, and aggro deck. I should say aggro decks not named Burn. But you can be like overpowered. Like Tron and Eldrazi Tron can overpower you even through Blood Moons and such, as we saw in match number 3. And then, like combo decks like Ad Nauseam and, well, lesser extent Storm, but Ad Nauseam, you're just like, none of your cards match up. So, how you been, rather? How'd you do this weekend? Did you do pretty good with Ponza? All right. I'm gonna stop recording the thing for the YouTube.